What is up, boys? Xbox just dropped the ball, okay? I'm sitting here, I'm chilling, I'm hanging out, you know, maxing, relaxing, all cool. I've been sick, I've had the flu, thought I had the coronavirus, not a fun time. I'm feeling a lot better. You know, today I'm gonna be streaming and stuff, I'm getting all ready, you know? I'm up it's really early, but and I was a little mad that I was up this early. Until I went to Twitter and I realized that 13 minutes ago, I'm looking and I'm like, wait, who posted this on Twitter? What is this? I'm seeing all this Xbox Series X stuff, like what the console actually is, what it's going to be. And I'm like, who's posting this, right? Who is posting this? Bro, it's Xbox. It was Microsoft. It was Bill Gates. Bill Gates posted it. And they've revealed everything. I don't know if we have any video yet, but we have this huge article, and you guys know how I feel about Xbox. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate Xbox, okay? I always have. At this moment in time, I'm a PC master race guy. PC all the way, okay? But I still fuck with the consoles for the exclusives. I think a lot of people do. But here's the thing, right? Lately, I've been, you know, not being so jaded and such a piece of garbage and thinking, hey, maybe, you know, when the Xbox actually comes out, this new one, maybe I should actually give it a try with the PlayStation 5, because I know I'm getting the PS5. Maybe I should get this too. And after seeing this is kind of exciting. Okay, I'm gonna go through. We're gonna have some stuff playing in the background. I'm just gonna talk about it, boys. I'm gonna talk about what they got here. What you can expect from the next generation of gaming. The future of gaming has never been more inspiring. Creativity in gamers is flourishing. New service empower you to discover more games and bring you closer to the games and creators and streamers. They're talking about me, idiots. Twitch.tv/netcash. Obviously, go follow. You love. That's me. The cloud creates a massive opportunity to stream console quality games and play with the people you want, wherever you want. Are we going to be able to play online? Oh my God, no way. This thing is going to have the internet? And for many of us, nothing is more inspiring than the dawn of a new console generation. Honestly, it is pretty exciting. We know you expect the next generation of consoles to set new standards in graphical power and processing speed, converging together in games that look incredible and feel alive. To be honest, I don't know how much more we can do. You know, like, I feel like we're at a certain point with this stuff that it's like, what can they do next? Honestly, I know that, you know, they got the CPU and the GPU, they got the more teraflops and the cores, and they got, I believe what I seen, they have a Zen 2, which we'll get to. But what is going to come in like 20 years? Is it just going to be like, oh, the resolution's better, we get more frames, which I guess we can't complain about? This will be defined by worlds that are visually astounding and immediately immersive, with innovative leaps in CPU, GPU, and storage technology to give you frictionless access to new stories and new creators constantly. We've been using Xbox Series X in our internal take-home program and are energized by the feedback we've been receiving. At Xbox, we value being open and transparent with you, and I'm proud to be able to share details about some of the technologies we are enabling for the next generation and look forward to boldly sharing more as we head towards E3. Okay, so streaming E3 is 100%. Gotta stream E3. That is gonna go down. So Sony needs to get on it because they have not really revealed anything, and Xbox is coming out. Look at, here we go, boys. 12 teraflops, which I believe is double from what the Xbox One X is. I think that's double teraflops, which is basically the GPU. I don't know what that would, I don't know, would that be like a 2070 maybe? Variable rate shading, some RVRS, hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, quick resume for multiple games, smart delivery. So honestly, Sony needs to get on the ball, because them putting this out, I feel like Sony is probably sweating right now. Their butt cheeks are probably profusely sweating, and they're getting a little scared. They need to put something out. I don't know if we have a price yet. I'm sure if we don't hear, it will be at E3. They'll tell us the release date if we don't have one here, and how much it's gonna be. I feel like PS5 needs to get on it. This is what I think. I think Sony is waiting for Microsoft to go, we're releasing at this date and this is how much it's gonna be, so Sony can just defeat them in everything. A superior balance of power and speed compared to the previous generation. Xbox Series X represents a superior balance of power and speed in console design, advancing on all technological fronts to delivering amazing, dynamic, living worlds and minimize any aspects that can take you out of the experience. Our job at Team Xbox is to give teams the tools they need to achieve their ambitions and tap into the console's power with efficiency, a few of which we're detailing today. Raw power is just part of the story. Here we go, boys. Next generation custom processor. This, you know, like, yeah, I know boobies and butts get my, you know, my penis going, but I'll tell you what, dude, custom processors, hey, they get the blood flowing, if you know what I'm saying. Xbox Series X is our most powerful console ever, powered by our custom designed processor, leveraging AMD's latest Zen 2 and RDNA 2 architectures. So I don't know if they're gonna say how many cores this thing has, but it has AMD's latest Zen 2. I'll tell you what, I have a 3900X, okay, 12 core. I'm not. It's a humble brag. The boys bought it for me, okay. Don't be mad at what I just said, but it's a Zen 2, and all I can say is it's flawless. It is amazing, delivering 4 times the processing power of an Xbox One and enabling developers to leverage 12 teraflops of GPU. That's graphics processing units, if you're an idiot, obviously. They have it in brackets, as you can see right here, guys. This is for the stupid people. It's graphics processing units. Jesus. Twice that of an Xbox One X, okay, and more than 8 times the original Xbox One. So this thing is 8 times as powerful as an Xbox One. That's pretty big. Xbox Series X delivers a true generational leap in processing and graphics power with cutting-edge techniques resulting in higher frame rates, larger, more sophisticated game worlds, and an immersive experience unlike anything seen in console gaming. I really just want to know when consoles are going to get to the point where we're just buying small PCs. Like, honestly, there has to be a point where we're just buying little PCs that run these games that we can't run on PC. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the variable rate shading. I actually don't know what this is. So our patented form of VRS empowers developers to more efficiently utilize the full power of the Xbox Series X. Rather than spending GPU cycles uniformly to every single pixel on the screen, they can prioritize individual effects on specific game characters or important environmental objects. This technique results in more stable frame rates and higher resolution with no impact on the final image quality. Honestly, I'm really just excited for consoles to be over 60 FPS. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think most games are going to be hitting FPS wise? Because we're hearing a lot of like 120 FPS and 200 FPS. We're hearing a lot of FPSs, right? But the thing is, if they're running this, you know, most games at 4K, do you honestly think any of this, if this thing could, I'm not saying it can, but if this thing can run 4K in most games 120 FPS, holy fuck. Sony got some problems, and they need to get on it now. Hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing. So of course we have the ray tracing. To be honest, I have an RTX 2080 Super. Again, humble flex, the boys bought it for me. Stop getting mad about that, okay? Here's the thing. I don't think I've ever used ray tracing, honestly. I've seen what, you know, ray tracing is with all the reflections and everything versus not having ray tracing. But to be honest, the last thing I'm doing you know, I'm different, obviously, this is just my opinion. The last thing I'm doing when I'm running around a game world is looking at reflections and going, oh wow, it's so ray traced, you know? I just don't care. You can expect more dynamic and realistic environments powered by hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, a first for console gaming. This means true to life lighting, accurate reflections, and realistic acoustics in real time as you explore the game world. I do love how they put a first for console gaming. They're basically taking a jab at Sony like, yeah, we did it first, you guys haven't done shit yet. Immersion in an instant. The next console generation will be defined by more playing and less waiting. They're about to talk about the SSD. And when play begins, we know many gamers demand ultra low latency to be as immersed and precise as possible. To this end, the team analyzed every step between player and game from controller to console to display and asked how we can make it faster. Honestly, I'm super excited. We're finally getting away from HDDs and we're finally getting into some fucking SSDs, because games are gonna load so quickly, so fast, way faster than it would take a hard drive. I believe Sony, yeah, you know, the guys that haven't, you know, talked about their system yet, I believe they did a video where it shows them loading Spider-Man, and I think on the hard drive it took like 14 seconds or something like that, but the SSD took like 0.8 seconds. It was insane. Quick resume, I want to know what this is. The new quick resume feature lets you continue multiple games from a suspended state almost instantly, returning you to where you were and what you were doing without waiting through long loading screens. Okay, that's fucking cool. Not gonna lie, that's cool. So it's almost like a save state. If you're using an emulator, we're gonna be able to play a game, shut the console off, play something else, and then when we want to go back to that game, we can load up right exactly where we were. That's dope. Dynamic latency input. We're optimizing latency in the player to console pipeline, starting with our Xbox wireless controller, which leverages our high bandwidth proprietary wireless that's how you say that word, communication protocol when connected to the console with dynamic latency input, a new feature which synchronizes input immediately with what is displayed. Controls are even more precise and responsive. And are we like talking about refresh rates with that? Like when we press the up button, it's going to be immediate. We're pressing up and the character's going up. HDMI 2.1 innovation. We've partnered with the HDMI forum and TV manufacturers that enable the best gaming experience through features such as auto low latency mode and variable refresh rate. ALLM allows Xbox One and Xbox Series X to automatically set the connected display to its lowest latency mode. VRR synchronizes the display's refresh rate to the game's frame rate, maintaining smooth visuals without tearing, ensuring minimum lag and the most responsive gaming experience. So yeah, 120 FPS support. With support for up to 120 FPS, Xbox Series X allows developers to exceed standard 60 FPS output in favor of heightened realism or fast-paced action. Now, I don't know if this is where they're going with the HDMI 2.1, but if most people getting this console, I guarantee their TV is not gonna have a refresh rate of 120 hertz. So now, and you guys could actually tell me this in the comments. If I'm playing on a 60 hertz flat screen, right, and I plug in my Xbox Series X and I start the game and it's at 120 FPS, right? Am I even seeing the 120 FPS if the screen is not refreshing at 120 hertz or no? So everyone is gonna have to get this basically, I think, and then get a brand new TV that's running at 120 or above hertz. The next generation of game compatibility. The benefits of the next console generation extend in every direction, bringing greater visual fidelity and improved loading speeds to your existing gaming legacy. That's what it says. In addition to new games, we're continuing our commitment to compatibility with Xbox Series X and investing in technology that makes game ownership easier across generations. So they're talking about backwards compatibility here, which is something that everyone wants. Our commitment to compatibility means existing Xbox One games, including backwards compatible Xbox 360 and original Xbox games, look and play better than ever before. Okay, that's pretty fucking cool. So it's basically like a PS4 Pro with the boost mode. So they're saying that we could put an original Xbox game in the Xbox Series X and it's going to run better than it would in the original Xbox. That's actually pretty dope. We'll have to see how that works out though. Again, this is all them, you know, flip-flapping their gums. We don't know if any of this is true. Your favorite games, including titles in Xbox Game Pass, benefit from steadier frame rates, faster load times, and improved resolution and visual fidelity, all with no developer work required. Now that's fucking crazy, okay? That's actually insane, because when we're talking about like PS4 Pro, I mean, shit, dude, like that jam needs the developer to make something for it. So if they're actually able to take a game and make it where the developer doesn't have to do anything, we can put an Xbox 360 game that had okay FPS and then it runs at higher and better resolutions. I want to see that in person. Smart delivery. This technology empowers you to buy a game once and know that whether you are playing it on Xbox One or Xbox Series X. And can we all agree that Xbox Series X is the dumbest fucking name that I've ever heard? Xbox Series X. I'm a little scared for them because, to be honest, you know, imagine a kid, they got an Xbox One X, right? And for Christmas, they go up to their parents and say, "Mommy, Daddy, I want the Xbox Series X, the new Xbox console." And they're going, "What are you talking about, you dumb little idiot? We got you an Xbox One X, okay? Why are you calling it Xbox Series? We got you an Xbox One X. Why don't you be grateful? We're not getting you. They're just trying to take your money, little man." You are getting the right version of that game on whatever Xbox you're playing on. We're making the commitment to use smart delivery on all our exclusive Xbox Game Studio titles, including Halo Infinite, ensuring you only have to purchase a title once in order to play the best available version for whichever Xbox console they choose to play on. So I believe what they're saying is if you have purchased a game on Xbox 360, you could still take that game and play it on Xbox One. I think that's what they're saying. This technology is available for all of developers and publishers, and they can choose to use it for titles that will be released on Xbox One first and come to the Xbox Series X later. Okay. So that's actually super interesting, but the developers can choose to use it or not. Who's actually going to use that? So they're saying if a game comes out on Xbox One, right, and then later it comes on Xbox Series X, you don't have to repurchase the Xbox Series X version. You can just play your Xbox One version and it becomes the Xbox Series X version. I think it's something like that. That would be cool. That would actually be cool if developers are going to use that. You really think that they want you to buy the game again. In addition to games from across 4 generations of consoles, our leading game subscription service, Xbox Game Pass, will continue to have our first-party games like Halo Infinite, including at their launch. We look forward to millions of you experiencing the Xbox Game Pass portfolio and immersing yourself in a deep library of high-quality games, playing those you love now, and also discovering your next great adventure. A generation with players at the center. Xbox Series X is our fastest, most powerful console ever, designed for a console generation that has you at its center. This means a high-fidelity gaming experience enclosed in a quiet and bold design with the ability to discover thousands of games across 4 generations, all with more playing and less waiting. Whether it's empowering amazing creators at our 15 Xbox Game Studios, they're flexing right here, fueling game discovery with Xbox Game Pass, or expanding what and where you can play with Project xCloud. I sound like I'm one of the speakers at E3 right now. Team Xbox stands for frictionless pathways between players and the best experiences our remarkable art form has to offer. Xbox Series X represents that same commitment for players who want immediate immersion in-game that also look and feel better than ever. We can't wait to share more details about the new Xbox with you in the coming months. All right, boys, there we go. There it is, the Xbox Series X. Now, I have to say they're promising a lot right now. 12 teraflops. They got the VRS, which is the variable rate shading, hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, quick resume for multiple games, smart delivery. They got the SSD. They're talking about you can buy an Xbox One game that came out on the Xbox One, you could play that jam, and then if the developer makes a better version that has higher FPS and all that for the Xbox Series X, I'm getting confused with the name, then that developer has a choice to make where you can just take the game that you purchase on Xbox One and then get the upgraded version on Xbox Series X. I think that's what they were saying. You know, I want to hear what you guys think in the comments. I know I basically went through and read this shit. I wanted to get this video. I mean, shit, dude. I want to be one of the first, okay? I want these damn views, dude. But this is actually super exciting, and I cannot wait to see what the PS5 is, honestly. I still, you know, Some of it's a little shady. We'll see what they actually do. If they do all of this, that will be amazing. And if they're doing all of what they're saying, I can't wait to see what Sony does, honestly. I want to hear your comments, okay? What do you guys think about this Xbox Series X? Do you think it's a good name? Do you think it's a terrible name? Are you going to purchase the Xbox Series X? Are you going to wait until you hear about the PlayStation 5, see what that jam's all about, and then decide, are you going to buy both of them? Are you gonna buy neither of them, stick to PC, and say fuck you console dweebs? You know, I know I'm gonna try to purchase both of them. It's gonna get expensive. Looking at 12 terabyte or teraflops, if that's a 2070, I can't see this thing being. God, what do you guys think the price is gonna be? I think it's gonna be at least 600, maybe 7. I'm sure they'll go with 6. Ooh, that's gonna be tough though, bro. I can't see them doing all of what they're saying with, you know, the 120 FPS, unless the games are in 1080 maybe, and making it less than $600, $700. That's gonna be iffy. But for more information and all the latest news, why don't you click that subscribe button, click the notification bell, leave a comment, leave a like, share it around with your friends, dude. Okay, streams up, going out. I love you guys. I hope to see you soon, boys. Okay? Peace out. Pull your wiener out. Love you guys.